What's up, folks? So we're in September. September is almost always been a rough month for crypto. So we're going to see how the month plays out. But things generally have been pretty good. So you bar the little crash in El Salvador, the day of the launch in El Salvador, where the market did get like a huge retracement. It's then started recovering reasonably well. Things are a little down at the moment across the board, but generally things are looking actually very good. There's no negative news. There's no FUD stories. There's nothing that is of concern in terms of a negative influence on the market. In fact, there's positive stories. And one of them in particular I'm going to get into in a second. As always, I update my spreadsheet. The first 26 coins I spoke about on YouTube, and Phantom was a Udemy course where I said it'd be the best investment of the year. That's currently up 304x. If you'd invested $100 into all of these and you're still holding those bags, you'd be sitting on $51,000 profit. Add in your $2,600 investment. Overall, you'd be sitting on $53,600. Held all of these at one point or another, closed positions in profit, and reinvested that money into new cryptos. If you want to see the cryptos that I hold, check the link in the description. Click on Copy My Crypto. Is where I share my live portfolio of the new coins that I hold that I believe are set for insane gains in this bull cycle. These coins are, I've built this portfolio to maximize these gains. Percentages, layouts, and the way I've done it allows me to take risks at small percentages on coins that could 100x, ones like Phantom. If you want to be a part of this, make these gains and take smaller risks, well, bigger risks with small percentages, because the overall portfolio continues to crush it compared to the rest of the market. Massively outperforming the market at the moment. And if you want to be a part of it, click the link in the description. Right, as I said, there is actually no FUD stories knocking about. Talk about one cruise ship that was bought by some crypto enthusiasts. But beyond that, there's a couple of articles about the sort of difficulty that Bitcoin had at the launch in El Salvador. But there are two particular stories I want to talk about. So firstly, MasterCard are to buy CipherTrace. So this is a deal for anti-money laundering company, is the payment giant's latest move into digital assets. These stupid things. None of the above. Don't care. So, so what they're talking about, MasterCard has agreed to buy blockchain analytics company CipherTrace, which sells cryptocurrency anti-money laundering services as the payment company deepens its bet on digital assets. And MasterCard, you've got to give them credit. They've been massively first mover compared to, compared to a lot of institutions, compared to a lot of other payment solutions. They have been betting on crypto for a while now. So they're trying to reduce or minimize the risk in terms of money laundering. And in February, obviously, they announced that they would start supporting cryptocurrencies directly on its network this year. And that was shortly after PayPal had released their news and Square had released their news about what they were doing with regards to cryptocurrencies. But what bodes what? I mean, AJ Barla, who's president of cyber and intelligence at MasterCard, said digital assets have the potential to reimagine commerce from everyday acts like paying and getting paid to transferring economies, making them more inclusive and efficient. That is true, and this is why many of us have always been bullish about cryptos. We feel that it's an opportunity to revolutionize the current system that's in place. These legacy financial institutions just don't work. They don't work for us. So yeah, this bodes really well. But bigger than that, probably, bigger than that, I would say. Ukraine has become the latest country to legalize Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. So Ukraine's parliament has adopted a new law that legalizes and regulates cryptos and other virtual assets like tokens. So on Wednesday, it went through near unanimous vote, and now will be signed into in by the president. So it's the fifth country in as many weeks to set up ground rules for digital currencies, following obviously El Salvador's adoption of Bitcoin as legal tender. Ukraine obviously hasn't gone as far as that, but the reason is the law will regulate legal relations arising in connection with the turnover of virtual assets in Ukraine, defines the rights and obligations of participants in the virtual assets market, the principles of state policy in the field of virtual assets. So the whole idea is the law will protect the owners of virtual assets and exchange platforms from fraud. Ukraine's always been in a sort of grayish area about crypto, so this comes as a really positive step in terms of defining their thinking behind crypto. The draft law may determine how Ukraine will regulate cryptos in the future. The country plans to open up the cryptocurrency market to business and investors by 2022 from the Ministry of Digital Transformation. They've also recently said the country was modernising its payment market so that its national bank could issue digital currency, which we knew. Like Ukraine have been looking at creating a CBDC. And there is a growing number of governments trying to regulate crypto. Besides Ukraine, El Salvador, Cuba, and Germany have also made strides. Panama could be the next country to regulate cryptos as it's considering a draft law. Now, regulation, however you feel about regulation, it's a good thing, right? You don't necessarily want it to mean that you're paying more taxes or you've got more administrative tasks or more accountancy tasks, but regulation leads to adoption. As long as regulation isn't stifling the creativity of the market, that's been a concern in the way the American government have been doing things. But that hasn't actually been a concern with the other countries that have been regulating. So right now, it's actually a stupidly positive sort of step again, because it's looking at pushing adoption. However you feel about regulation, this pushes adoption. The more people that adopt crypto, the stronger the market can rally in a bull market, and the more resilient it can be in a bear market. Now, it doesn't mean that we won't see the huge like percentage drops in a bear market, but it might mean that some of the cryptos survive longer because some just disappear as always. You know, investing in a new crypto is like investing in a startup business. So with more people in the market, more investment in the market, you would hope that crypto projects can be more resilient in bear markets and can push forward better. So we will see. But really positive news story. And like I said, there is nothing negative in the news at the moment. I'm sure there might be something occasionally, but and I'm sure there might be something soon. But right now, nothing negative. Crypto's just looking good. Crypto's looking good, even on a September where we know things are tough for crypto. We're seeing some retracements today, but you know, nothing's been that dramatic. Like the ones that are losing double digits in terms of percentages are the ones that had the biggest gains recently. Like Solana's losing 14%, but it had a stupid run very recently. Phantom's definitely losing double digits, but again, Phantom had a crazy run recently. Near Protocol's losing double digits again. Near Protocol had a crazy run recently. So none of these percentage drops are remotely concerning. They're just par for the course. Some of these coins rose too fast. But yeah, another country regulating, another country bullish. That is always good news for the crypto market. Adoption is coming. Anyway, that's it from me. Hope you're all doing well. If you're new to crypto, you want to check out Copy My Crypto. This is where I share my live portfolio, where I've built a portfolio designed to maximize gains in this bull cycle. It means the way I've built the portfolio with tiny percentages, you can take some gambles on some like coins that have the potential to 100x, like Phantom that I called as the #1 investment of the year, and it's up 304x right now. So if you want to be a part of these gains before the bear market hits, you want to enjoy building your wealth, click the link in the description. Take care.